Mark Rylance is an actor who has played a plethora of great roles during his career working in Hollywood and has even won a Best Actor at the Oscars. But all of that seems to be collapsing in on him as he shares some of the fears that he has in regards to Hollywood and some of the very dark things that happened there. So let's get into all of this because he has a lot of concerns that I think we can all sympathize with for sure. So Oscar winner Mark Rylance on cancel culture, I don't feel safe. And this honestly is the way that a lot of people that work in Hollywood feel. I've talked to quite a few people that do work in Hollywood who express that they don't feel safe working in there, that they can't express themselves, they can't actually be their true selves, they can't share their more conservative opinions or even just opinions that are outside of the Hollywood ideology. And these are people that totally are walking on eggshells, and that is absolutely horrible, and it really does show just how communistic and fascist Hollywood is as a place. Progressive star calls woke bylaws merciless, wants path to redemption instead. Some actors virtue signal to their heart's content, but rarely take real-world action. Not Mark Rylance, the Oscar-winning actor from Bridge of Spies, ended his 30-year relationship with the Royal Shakespeare Company to protest BP's sponsorship of its arts programs. I do not wish to be associated with BP any more than I would with an arms dealer, a tobacco salesman, or anyone who willfully destroys the lives of others alive and unborn. Nor, I believe, would William Shakespeare. Which is interesting that he talks about, destroying the lives of unborn. It makes me wonder what his stances are on when it comes to pro-life and stuff. Rylance fears the cultural tide far more than he embraces it. He fears a workplace conflict where one person's accusations can trump the truth. I'm now looking at how to make a contractual requirement in places where I work because I don't feel safe. The contract he envisages would mean that if anyone in the workplace, man or woman, is accused of saying something, they're judged by their peers. There should be a committee in the West End made up of union members and peers who hear both cases. He says lawbreakers must be dealt with, but often the issues on a film or theatrical set involve various interpretations of what happened on a given day. This has happened with a lot of people. We've seen major celebrity stars like Frank Langella and Bill Murray punished for behaviors that can be interpreted in different ways. We've also seen things like this happen with people like Johnny Depp as well, where we've seen that a lot of what Amber Heard was saying about Johnny Depp was fictitious. It was completely fictitious. It was nothing but total lies, and she got caught for that. So it's interesting. The possibility strikes Rylance as unfair. He also rejects the punitive nature of cancel culture at its worst. The cancellation culture is too merciless and Puritan for me. 100% correct. There is no grace. There is no forgiveness in cancel culture. There should be the option of mediation, the chance for the accused to apologize and to redeem themselves. We cannot, in our human consciousness, decide that someone is past redemption. He also eventually said, love and forgiveness is the only way through. Which, of course, there is no room for any of that in the woke ideology, in cancel culture, which, of course, stems primarily from things like communistic ideology. So, that being said, let me know what you think about what Mark Rylance says here in this interview. I think he has a lot of really good stuff to say. Obviously, we don't agree with a lot of the stuff that he says, but I think that where he stands on this issue particularly, he is pretty clear on, and I agree with a lot of what he says. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.